Hi guys, it's Erica with Not Your Average EDC. Right before I started recording this, I realized that Romy is running around with a plastic bag. It is so windy here in New Hampshire. Where is she? There she is. We call that orbiting. So she just runs around in circles with whatever she found. And today it's a plastic bag. Okay, so guys, I'm gonna steal Jake's line today and say it is a beautiful day here in New Hampshire. It really is. If you don't know Jake's channel, Kayak Fisher Northwest, he has a really cool channel that is up and starting. Check him out. But I owe you guys a little bit of an update on the 940 with the Convex Edge. Romy is just like cracking me up here. 940 Convex Edge. I mentioned this before, but now that the edge is rounded, it's not quite 15 degrees. It's kind of like 16 and a half. So it doesn't quite fit in the slot on my measuring tool for 30 degrees inclusive. It really wants to fit into like the 35, but it's loose in there. So it's really in between. However, I've been testing the Convex Edge on this for a few days now, and it is really cool. So this is the first edge where I am seeing a couple of negative attributes. The first edge was the coarse edge, and that worked incredibly well. And then I did a really fine mirror polish edge, which was also beautiful. And this Convex Edge has some really cool perks, but it's definitely not going to be for everyone. Oh no, Romy's bag got stuck in the fence. Look at her. Where is she? She's barking at it. She's like, Auntie, get it! My bag! It is so windy. I think I actually have to go in the other yard to record. Bear with me, guys. It is just windy. I will tell you about my beer while we trek to a new recording spot. Today we're drinking Spyglass Hypercube. It is a double IPA hopped with, a hazy double IPA hopped with Citra, Simcoe, and Idaho Gem. Cool, right? Cove, you're not going in. Look, Cove is like, I want to go inside and eat. Everybody wants to go eat. Y'all are pigs. Okay, please bear with me while I get in here to like record better. Watch out, guys. Okay. I'm hoping I can take some shelter here from the wind and explain this Convex Edge because it is quite interesting to me. So, we're kind of at like a 16.5 degree per side Convex Edge. It is very cool in the sense where the stability of it is incredible. So last night at work we were doing some, not renovations per se, but moving some stuff around at the farm stand, trying to make things look a little nicer. Nicole's actually the supervisor there now, so she's trying to get things kind of in check. It's been neglected for years, and part of moving the stuff around was disassembling some really old shelving units that had been like zip tied together, and so I had to kind of wedge the 940 blade, the tip of it, in between some zip ties and some metal shelving material, and not a single roll, chip, nick, nothing. I would really like it to focus. I hope you guys can see that that edge is very clean and crisp still. See that? No rolls or anything there. I always have a hard time getting it to focus because it always wants to just like focus on my head. So no edge damage whatsoever. Really impressive. Obviously the plastic on a zip tie shouldn't ruin anything, but the metal of the shelving unit hitting the blade and the edge, I was kind of thinking may at least roll it. Nothing at all. No issues at all. So that's really exciting. I'm setting you guys up on the hot tub. Okay. And then one of my coworkers, Noah, he's such a cool kid. He wanted to try to like wedge something into the wooden shelving unit and basically break the paint off of it in a crease so that he could shove a sign down in there. There is basically a joint like this where he was figuring if he kind of like chipped the old paint away in that joint, he could slide a little sign down in there for some product. And right away he was like, Erica, do you have your knife on you? I'm like, what do you want to do with it? He goes, well, I want to pry this old paint out of this joint, try to stick a sign in there and wedge something in there to scrape it out. And I was like, bro, yes. And he's like, use your shit. He follows the page. So I let him use the knife, and he just went to town with it. He had this 940 down in that shelf, just like scraping out old paint and dust and dirt and creating a little crevice for the sign to slip in. It did work. It looks great. And the 940 yet again pulled through. So that convex edge is incredible for when you're using your knife as something other than a knife, a pry tool, a scraping tool, a wedge, and it holds the edge very well. The thing I am noticing with the convex edge, though, is that some material it just doesn't like. So it's tending to slice very well through produce, meat, plastic. What else did I do the other day? I don't even know what this like rope was made out of. It was like plastic roping. It did great. But then cardboard, hit or miss. I feel like I have to kind of get that edge started. It's so thick and rounded. Please focus. It's so thick and rounded that I feel like if I get a good start on it, it'll slide through cardboard very well. But if I kind of like start in the middle of the blade and just expect to push down like with a fine edge, it doesn't want to really like slice. It kind of wants to tear, or not even tear. You know when you go to hit, like break down a cardboard box with a dull knife and it just kind of like caves in almost, it just kind of crumples in. That's what it wants to do if you don't like catch the cardboard first. You really got to catch it and then go down through it and it'll zip right through. But catching it is a little tougher, I think, just because that edge is so thick and convex and rounded. So if you are wanting to use your knife as a multi-tool and kind of just a general purpose tough cutter, the convex edge will do fine. It's, if you want it to be like more slicey and stuff, even with a 15 or 16 degree edge, if you convex it, it's just not as slicey as keeping it, flat. The convex does really change things. The edge stability, though, is absolutely incredible. The toughness is wild. And I've been using this a lot lately, and it's still got a lot of good tooth to it, even being convex. So I'm enjoying it. I'm really liking it. But out of the 3 different types of edges that I've used so far, I would have to say that the convex is like the least useful for the average person doing average cutting. If you are in construction or maybe mechanics or any type of trade or even farm work, I really do believe that this edge would be best for you if you're doing kind of like those messy cuts that I've discussed before on the channel, where you don't need it to be precise, but you need, decent edge retention and really good toughness. This convex edge would be fabulous for you. But if you are looking to get a 940 and make it like a nice slicer and have it like cut and slice better than the factory edge, don't bother doing convex because you might have trouble with material like cardboard. So just an update for you guys on that. We are getting close to the end of this whole testing. We've only done 3 edges, 3 different edge types, but I think that they were the ones that people were most interested in from what I was reading in the comments. So I'm glad that I got those out of the way. The coarse, the very coarse, the very fine, and the convex. I'm glad that we were able to test those. And then we'll just talk about the bug out real quick as well, because this has been in the pocket the entire time. My bug out build. And so many people are asking questions about the scales. That is what we're, testing for this, is the scales. I can't 100% give the review of them yet because we're not at a month, but Guys, not a single thing has gone wrong with these, and I am literally beating this to a pulp. The only thing that we're seeing is just some, come on, some Cerakote wear, obviously. This thing is rubbing up on purpose in my pocket, rubbing up against all my other tools all day long, like literally all day long from 4:30 in the morning to 8:30 at night, rubbing up against other tools. And of course we're gonna have some Cerakote wear, but that is the only thing that this is experiencing. I still am obsessed with these scales. So comfortable. I'm bonding with them more each day. Like I said, you know, we'll do a full review once we've hit a whole month, but guys, sneak peek, this is incredible. Applied Weapons Tech Archon scales for the bug out. So beautiful. And they have like, Kane, can you not? He likes to eat poop. Don't do it. These are incredible. They have like 10 colors to choose from. Really nice. So guys, I just wanted to give you that update on the Convex Edge. My dog is literally, he wants to eat some poo out there. Kane, don't do it. I gotta go. My dogs are being crazy. I will see you guys on the next video. As always, use your fucking shit. Use your tools. And have a great night. I will see you guys on the next video. Love you all.